So let's go ahead and craft that sucker. And then let's go ahead and name this person and level them up. So this is going to be another one of my viewers. Oh, who should we go with here? Let's go with Zomortalis. Looks like you got to do a knife fight with somebody, but you won. Hello everyone, my name is Gracie, and this is episode 3 of this Let's Play of Iratus, Lord of the Dead. We are in the Catacombs, so this is actually the 4th time, sorry, right here, Catacombs. This is actually the 4th time I've played this game for YouTube. People don't generally view it that much, but I really like playing it, and so I'm going to do it because I like it. On our last episode, we beat up some people here. We gained a level, we leveled up some minions, and we've got this battle here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause, and I'm going to level up this crew right here really quickly, and then I will head on into the dungeon. Look at this weird item. Spiked head. Any character that attacks this minion receives 40 stress damage. Yeah, I'm not surprised. This is horrible. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. One really nice feature of this game is that if you want to look for items that can be equipped to this unit, you can click on for the selected minion, and it will only show artifacts, or sorry, items and parts that relate to this minion. So if you're like, oh, I really want another item on my Blood Elemental, we can kind of look through here and see if there's anything interesting. At the start of each round, the minion restores 5% of its max vigor. That's pretty cool. Let's see, do you have an attack that uses your health? You actually heal yourself. When receiving direct damage, stance, ignition. There isn't a unit that, I think it might be the horror, the bone golem, that uses its own health. 8 missing vigor. The golem recovers health. The golem loses health. I think it was missing vigor. Loses 25 vigor. Yeah, it's interesting. This guy actually hurts himself to do some of his things. Now, I haven't really leveled him up. He's got a lot of points. I should probably put him in a fight, actually, since I've named him after one of my viewers, rather than leave him in the reserves here. But I'll form another team. I probably will do that on camera, and then if it starts taking too long, I'll just pause and do it. But I'm not going to do that at the moment. I really just want to go in with this team. So let's select this battle squad. They're all leveled up here. And then we go here. We're going to fight another one of these construct thingies, as well as some of these little spell thief shitters in the back here. We're faster than them. Awesome. Where's my trap ability? Yeah, there it is. So this is a great attack for people with block. Or because it attacks twice. But the problem is, it's going to do less damage than the armor this unit has, so I can't even hurt him. So I can't hit that one. Werewolf receives a buff. I think I'll use that one because I'm not really in a great spot here. I should also get this... No, because we're not going to kill this guy with physical damage. We're going to kill him with magic. So let's just buff our team. Here. Have a buff. Now, Midas, I leveled him up with even more health, so he does a lot of damage and has a lot of health. And he's got okay resistances, actually, plus a block and a ward. When killing an enemy, he restores health to itself and all minions. That's interesting. What's our Dampier have? +1 attack and dread until the battle ends each time the Dampier receives damage. The Blood Elemental is, when killed, restores health to everybody else. I guess we're storing all of our blood in there. And also, Blood Phantasm only. Each character attacking the Blood Phantasm receives ignition. So it does damage over time. And at the start of each turn, the werewolf just heals naturally by quite a bit. And I've got an orb on there that makes her immune to debuffs. She's quite a menace. If you don't kill her with raw damage, she will not die. Although her max health is low. I can't give her more health, actually. Do you see that? There's not a health up option. So maybe there will be an item that I can give her to increase her max health, but otherwise, like, we do have to be careful with her. Okay, so this guy here, we've got physical damage, ignite. That would take care of the ward. Let's do that one. I'm gonna block it with the ward, but we got to get rid of him somehow. Her ward is used up. Okay, so Blood Elemental. We can ignite everyone now with our Wrath ability. It costs 30 Wrath, does a little bit of magic damage, and then sets them on fire until the battle ends. So that would be a great way to kill these guys off. Now, these guys have resistance. The ignition effect deals full damage. So that might... Yeah, that's ignition, I think. So that skips their resistance. It didn't. It did not. So this ignition might, though. We'll see what happens when we take a turn. Yes, okay, that does hurt them. Great. Hey, he just stole my mana. Well, it's not very cool. Okay, so let's see here. We're looking at our fallen Dampier here. Aim for the heart. So physical damage is not good against that guy. Do we have magic at all? No, so we just want to do physical damage. This ignores armor and block. Oh, so, well, that might be a good option. Start stabbing this guy. There we go. Mini Winnie's turn. Mini Winnie heals. We can't hit the one in the back. Physical damage. This one can target the next one in line.
Savor these last few.
Ooh, crits. Okay. Beautiful. Now you've moved up another step. We could do this again, and then once you're in the front, you can do a big magic attack, though. These guys resist that. These guys are annoying. They resist. This guy resists all the physical. These guys resist all the magical. Ignition and curses. Ignition is ignored. Ignores resistance. It's a special type of damage. So we'll use it on this guy. Alright. Dampy. Now, Dampy has some cool wrath abilities here. We've got this one. Attack 3 times, dealing damage with each attack. The target loses all armor until the battle ends. This one is magic. The target loses all resistance until the battle ends. I think that's really cool. I think we'll use this one.
Your frail bodies fail you.
There we go. Ward. So now this guy here has no block, no ward, no armor, no resistance. So we can do whatever we want to this guy apart from sanity. So we can charge. This would hit both. Actually, that's pretty good. Our block. You can see how valuable a point of block and ward on everybody is. So it just means that for the first few rounds of the battle, your minions take no damage. You know, a lot of the time at least. There we go. Let's slash that golem to pieces. And then this guy's got a buff. Minus 25 to my spell power. Hey! I can remove... Enemy becomes insane or inspired. Ooh, that's dangerous. So that will either put a big debuff or a big buff on an enemy. I'm not going to do that. Let's just use an attack here.
Think it would be this easy.
Moves him forward on his cool skeletal steed. And then you're in the front, so you have some other options now. Aim for the heart. Yeah, let's just try to kill this one. Ooh, a miss. Dang.
Brave are an excellent source of fresh corpses.
Just slowly burning to death. What can you do from back here? We can mark a position, and if you're still there on the werewolf's next turn, then they basically die. So let's just go ahead and put that down just in case. That'd be really fun. Can't use the stress one. Give me my there we go, insanity. What'd you get? Minus luck, accuracy, and evasion. It's just unlucky. Yeah, he's got only 6 evasion. 17 luck is still okay. A little bit of accuracy lost. Yeah, I like to try to, when I level my minions, I try to make sure that they get a little bit of accuracy no matter who they are. Just because the enemies sort of slowly, you know, gain some evasion, and I hate missing, so I always try to have a little bit of accuracy. Plus, I think if you have, yeah, accuracy over 100% increases hitting targets with evasion, yeah. Just don't like to miss, you know? Now, what can we do here? Deals additional damage for each buff and debuff on the target. So that's 3. 71 damage. Very cool. Okay, let's see. Physical damage. There we go. Not getting out of here alive.
Mine is the winning side.
Yes. Okay, we got a humanarium token. This is a little, like, bestiary for the humans, which is kind of neat. It's their, like, drops that you find from fighting them. So I think that's kind of a cool system, though. They do give you important information, so it is important to know. You can just learn from experience, but you can also... Let me show you the humanarium. Oh, yeah, so let's see. We got more leveling up. Mana. Bunch of experience. We've actually leveled and got a talent point. We found a book. Each round of combat, Iratus recovers 30 wrath, one-time use. So that's good for, like, elites or bosses. Random heart and some just found a heart in the lake. It's fine. And then some digger souls. So nobody really needs leveled or healed here, but I will go ahead and pop you in there just in case. And you are missing like 5 health, so I'll just throw you in there. Where do I show off the humanarium? Is it in the encyclopedia? Humanarium, here it is. So this is like... This is the very bottom layer of the game. I'll try not to spoil too much here. So we are here. So you can see I found a drop for this guy. And the nice thing is now you can click on them and actually see their stats very specifically before you go into a battle. And you can see what abilities they have. So this is nice. It's just, it's a neat system that you can chase after these, but also like... It's nice to know this information ahead of time, but you can't unless you have found the token. So it can be a little tough sometimes. There's the... Oh, we got the boss token from that level. That's cool. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff in this game. You see how weak the early enemies are. 65 health. You know, pretty weak. 100 sanity. 55 sanity on this guy. So these guys are pretty weak as well, but you can see 200 sanity, 200 health. They're definitely like a step up. So we have time for some more stuff. Let me just see. Do you guys have much points? 2, 2, 2, and 2 just from a single level. So I'm not going to spend those. You got to save them up usually. So back to the dungeon. We can go here and find artifacts. Choose our battle squad. Select a boon. Would we like a Lancet? Iratus receives 14 spell power. Amulet of the Dream Eater decreases critical hit strength of enemies. Or all enemies lose accuracy until the battle ends. I'll take that one. I think I'm pretty good on my artifacts though, I have to say. I've got some really good ones. Minions gains resistance. So all my minions just take less magic damage. That's a really good one. This is a pretty good one too, though. Accuracy. Minions receive less damage for the first 2 turns. Now, this one I don't need because I have block and ward on a lot of my minions. So the first 2 turns of battle, I don't get hit very much. Each enemy killed in battle, Iratus gains 3% experience of the current level. So the best case scenario is you would get 12% experience. I don't think that's worth losing an artifact of this power. Here we have all minions get 2 attack, 2 dread, 2 armor, 2 resistance. I love that one. It's just, everyone's better. Enemies can't escape or become inspired. Oh, they can't escape. So that's making sure that they can't become the fallen vampires because they can't run. But also they can't become inspired. So when I'm using insanity characters, they cannot get a good buff. Interesting. Well, if I want to get my vampires, I may have to take that off. And then we get the Bloody Horn. Each round of combat, I recover 10 wrath. So this is a really good one, so I can use more special abilities. Okay, so we have two talent points. Anything that we want here? I'm not really sure what I have. Destruction. So it's a trap that explodes dealing magic damage. It's actually a lot of magic damage. 50 wrath after killing a destruction spell. Deals 10 so deals physical damage to each enemy at positions 1 and 2. It's a very small amount of damage, but it's a great way to get rid of their block if they have any. Deals magic damage. So that's just a really basic damage spell. Those are pretty interesting. I might grab those just for options. So let's go back to the dungeon. We've got time for another fight. Let's grab battle group 2. There's 2 constructs in here though. So let me double check that I have a way to deal other types of damage. I got physical damage, stress attack, magic attack. I have to have magic because they don't take much physical. Physical stress. So this team would be really bad for fighting those constructs. I only have really one action that's going to do much to them. So let me build another team out of some of my other characters really quickly, and then I will come back and we'll do that fight. So let me pause while I do that. Okay, I've been putting together a team. I've got Peppa, 2 tower, 2 power, and the Locutus Horror. But I've got like way too much melee, so I need to make a minion. So I'm going to do that right now. I want to make a ranged character, so I can do stuff like the Bride of Iratus, who is... She's an early minion, but I do find that her single target is very powerful. We have a bit of, let's see, we do a fair bit of single target. Maybe I want to make a zombie. They're not very good, but they are fun to use. These guys do, they have a cannon for some reason. So they do magic, physical damage. They can ignite. They have a big cannonball where they hit somebody really hard and it blasts them backwards out of the lane. That can be really nice. I'm going to build a zombie just for fun, just for old time's sake. So we need some parts here. I might pause and go into that stupid alchemy section and try to make some parts out of stuff here. So let me pause and I'll do that. Okay, so I've went from 15 to 19 of everything down to this number, but I did get like a whole bunch of upgraded parts. It's just like it costs, you know, like one of them, skulls here. I ended up rolling 3 gray skulls like 8 times and got a single green one, so that was a really bad one. But other ones I did get some good stuff like bones. I got a couple more high level ones. So let's go in here and just make a zombie just for fun. I do miss playing with the zombies. So you know what, let's make a really good zombie. Let's put a weapon that's going to give him 14 extra parts, stat points, and a good armor. We need blood. Let's give him, I kind of don't want to use my best one though. Let's use a green one. And then flesh, we don't have amazing ones here. Let's use this one. I want to use a gray one. So this guy will pop out with a bunch of extra points. So let's go ahead and craft that sucker into a zombie, and we'll put him here because we need a ranged character. And then let's go ahead and name this person and level him up. So this is going to be another one of my viewers. Oh, who should we go with here? Let's go with Zom Mortalis. Okay, and so then let's change his skin. Let's see, we've got this satyr guy. That's terrifying. Oh, God. Let's go with this thing. This thing is really fucking crazy looking, actually. Looks like you gotta do a knife fight with somebody, but you won. So you have no points because we have to brain you here. Ironically, we're going to be putting brains into this zombie. Now, I don't want to go too freaking crazy here. Although I'm level 12's a little too low. So let's make a level 20 zombie. Boom. Previous item will be lost. Yes, I know how that works. Boop. Okay, so we've got 6 points so we can level up all of this stuff. And we have 66 stat points from all the items and the level ups that we just granted this zombie. So this is a way, within limitations, you can boost up new minions to be combat ready for where you are. So if you lose minions, it's not all lost. You don't have to start over from level 1, but you also can't lose minions too often or you won't have the parts to make strong enough minions to continue on from where you are. So let's see here. Now this guy has some interesting abilities. So he's got a magic attack, just a basic shot. He's got a physical damage and the next 2 position in line, so kind of a shotgun. Igniting mixture. This is where he sets 2 people with like some sort of like flammable, like a napalm. More powder. Buff gets 100% damage for its next attack. We've got Bombardment. It's a stance, and then at the start of its next turn, it shoots a bunch of times in random places. It doesn't consume an action, so you spend a turn charging it up, and then you fire a bunch of times and get another turn. So this is a really interesting minion because you can do this buff, get a bunch of extra damage for its next attack, and then stance, and then you shoot for basically 120% of your attack damage 4 times randomly. So it's, you know, it's almost 5 times your damage being dealt across the random enemies. I think if he kills one, he doesn't keep shooting the same one, which is really nice. So let's buff this guy up and make him really strong at, let's do physical damage. I think we have, do we need magical damage actually? Let me see here. We probably need to buff up magic, but I think that comes with the, like, both physical and magic scale on this attack stat. Magic attack ignores ward, and this deals more magic damage. I'd rather just get rid of the ward and then blast him for more damage, so let's get accurate volley.
Now,
Physical attack, so this does damage to the next 2 positions. This would deal more damage, and this would deal damage to everyone. Let's get more damage to those handful of units. Also gives him some more resistance. So he's got a lot of resistance right now. Ignition. So this is going to deal magic damage and to the next position in line and set them on fire. So this sets them on fire for more damage, and this deals stress damage instead. So let's take this one. We don't really want to be doing the stress damage. Also give him a bit of accuracy. More powder. This would get plus 50% damage for its next attack instead of 100, but you can get a block and a ward out of it, which is really nice. Can you get those natively? No. So that's an interesting choice. Or this way, and accuracy on the next attack. Let's go with that one. This guy's just going to be shooting. We're not staying alive, we're shooting. Stance. So this is the one where we could do a little bit more damage. Or this turns into magic damage. Each attack dealing magic damage to a random remaining enemy. So do we want it to go up in damage in terms of magic or physical? We have a good single shot magic. We have AoE physical. We have ignition. Yeah, so let's make this physical just in case. For the stance.
Serve me well, my
okay, and then we've got our big cannonball attacks. This is a single target, huge damage physical. So we can make that into stress, and it also gives them a significant debuff, or we can make it into even more, no, it's the same amount of physical damage, but it knocks that person back another spot and buffs our, makes it cost less wrath. I guess we'll go with that one. I'm really not interested in this random stress attack, even though it's a really interesting debuff, actually. I guess you could build this guy's stress damage, which is actually kind of cool to think about. Like, you could be focusing on Smoke Bomb and this ultimate attack, I guess. But let's go with this one.
My enemies are in for a nasty
So he's natively got a lot of resistance for some reason. So we really want some protection, just because, you know, any enemy that hits you multiple times, you want to have that armor so that each attack is lowered. You know, a single big attack, the armor doesn't do quite as much, but we do want it for the multiple attacks. So let's see, here's also very slow right now. So let's pop in some, we've got 66 points to spend. So we definitely want to grab a little bit of accuracy. We'll stop there for now. Let's get you up to 6 armor. Let's put a few level ups into there. So now it's going to cost us 8 points to level this up anymore. So doesn't do a ton of damage. You can see his attack stat is it's not that high, and it costs a lot to get it up even further. So he's really more of a sustained damage dealer. He's not going to do typically a whole lot of damage to a single target in one turn. It's really just the onslaught of shots that he's making. Let's give him a few points of initiative. I don't want to go too much higher than that because it's getting costly. I'm going to grab 2 more points of armor. Maybe 2 more. He's got good health. Let's pop in one more thing of damage, and we've got 9 points left to spend. Let's get... I'm not going to worry about evasion. Luck is actually really cheap. 4 points for... 4 luck for 1 point was pretty good. 8 points left. Let's grab a little more accuracy. And we've got 5 points to spend. Let's grab 2 more armor. Now he's at his max, actually. We can't increase that anymore. So he's looking pretty good now. So he's pretty tanky. He does okay damage. And then let's go on and pop into here for the selected minion. So anything that can be put on a zombie. Let's see if there's anything that's specifically for a zombie. Here we go. At the start of each turn, the zombie receives accuracy and damage, stacks up to 5 times. This bonus is removed if the zombie changes position. That's going to happen sometimes. But I don't have any other... Like, I have no reason to save it otherwise. At least, even if he moves, at least that means each turn he'll get 4 accuracy and 15% damage. So, pretty good. And then what else do we want? The minion can't be moved. That's probably not a good idea. 1 block and 1 ward when an ally dies. Increased damage dealt by 0.1% for each available part in the Chamber of Iratus. Weird. Restores health, luck, accuracy, and evasion when an ally dies. When an ally dies. The minion's abilities can't miss. Oof. Okay, well, next time. Next time we won't... Like, next time maybe I'll make a Bride of Iratus, and we'll just not give her any accuracy at all. Just give her a mechanical eye, which is weird. Minion sees +1 block and 1 ward when an ally dies. I guess I might as well put this on. I got 2 of them, and I don't really like them, so we'll just use one. So he is ready to go. So we've made Zamortalis. So it's a very, very powerful zombie character. He's got a very good tank in front. These guys need a little bit of experience, really, to catch up, but they should be okay with this guy blasting and this guy blocking. So I think we're going to have to end the episode here. On the next episode, we will take Battle Group 3 into this battle here against these constructs, which have the armor, but we do have some magic damage on a couple of these characters, so we have some ways to get through them. But in the meantime, Zamortalis can just blast the crap out of those last 2 in line, and our tank here is quite strong. And he also does pretty good physical damage, single target, because it's based on his defenses. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this series so far. If you have, please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you want to see, if you want to see more of this or whatever. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Check the link in my description for my Patreon if you'd like to support the channel to see me create more of you as zombies, and I will see you in the next episode.